Everyone, welcome to the first live stream ever on the theDJshow YouTube channel. Today I'm here with my boy Jaren, and we're talking all things Star Wars Baby Yoda, the new fan film that we are making that is going to be coming out this Friday, July 30th. So, Jaren, how you doing, man?
Doing good. One day at a time. We're here. Can't wait for this film, and I'm just excited to talk about it with everybody. So.
Yes, sir. We got Josh Miller, JJ Gamer, Aryan Sharma in the chat. What's up, guys? Thank you.
My boys.
You guys are the boys. Thank you all for joining us.
The boys. What's up?
Thank you guys for joining us. And if you're watching the replay after the live stream, still thank you for watching this stream. Obviously, the film hasn't come out, so we can't talk spoilers, but we're going to be talking a lot about the process, how we came up with the idea for the film and what it was like working on it. We started this back in October or maybe September. I think the idea started coming up in September of 2020. So that's almost a year of writing scripts, of filming, of editing, of audio. So there's a year worth of stories, and it's been a crazy ride, right?
It's been a heck of an experience. I gotta say, we've created a lot of things together, but nothing has really lived up to this. We've been working on this for so long, and it's really gonna pay off. I'm excited.
Yeah, and just some backstory for you guys. Me and Jaren, best friends since birth, since the womb. We just, we were like 2 months old and we immediately clicked it off,
Exactly. We went on a date and no. Our moms went to college together, and so we literally grew up in the same apartment building, and so that's how we know each other.
Yeah, so we literally been best friends forever, and me and Jaren both have a passion for filmmaking, making videos, and I was actually like looking back at some of the stuff we did, and like we've done a lot of different stuff, and you really see like the evolution from us as like third graders, like we're 10 years old, to now. It's like, it's so crazy to see like how much we've progressed, but like we're still doing like the same thing that like we both love and just having fun,
Definitely.
Yeah. So hi is someone in the chat. What's up? Welcome.
What's going on?
So yeah, we have a lot of stories to tell. We got I'm like just thinking about, well, definitely we could talk about the cops a little later.
Oh, we'll bring that up. We'll definitely bring that up. It's a great story.
Like that's just like, that just goes to show how much like this film, there's so much, like there was something with the cops over here. So like, yeah.
Is that Jaren from Drew and Jay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, guys. So basically, I am Jay from Drew and Jay.
Aryan loved the trailer, boys. Aryan loved the trailer. Yeah, the trailer was we wanted to get you guys excited, get you guys to know the feel of what the movie's about without giving too much away. Like there's still
definitely,
like, right, Jaren, when you say like that trailer like is not even the half of it.
No, not even. It gives you a good like sense of like the vibes of the film and like kind of what you're getting out of it, but it's perfect. Very discreet. It's amazing. So
yeah, there's like things that like we just want to talk about so bad, like things that weren't in the trailer, but
can't do it.
But the things that weren't in the trailer, that we're like holding off are like definitely like the big like mamacitas or whatever.
Mamacitas. What the?
I don't know.
Agree. Can't wait to talk to all you guys about them big mamacitas. But yeah.
Oh man. All right. So let's first talk about how this film came to be, right? Do you want to Jaren, do you want to talk about like, do you remember?
Yeah, I do. So, well, you and me making videos ever since we were kids or whatever, and you started doing this Cobra Kai thing over COVID and blew up, doing great, still going today. And we wanted to get back into making videos a little bit. You know, me and my best friend, this is something that we love to do. We wanted to do something. And so we're talking about a bunch of video ideas, and we're originally going to do like a Kylo Ren Star Wars fan film, but it was a little bit of a reach. And so we brought up this idea about this Baby Yoda fan film where it takes place on Earth. And so it wasn't originally going to be like this huge project. We were going to work on it for like a couple months, and we were probably thinking like 5 to 10 minute video. But as we like made ideas, they just kept coming and coming. And now we're at this point where we have this huge fan film coming out. And yeah, that's basically how it came to be.
Yeah, it's funny that you brought that up, because just to put it into perspective for you guys, in September, we came up with this idea and we started filming on October 3rd. I remember this, October 3rd or October 2nd was when we started filming. And we were literally planning, because I think Mando released October 30th or something.
Yup, we were going to release it before Mando. Yup.
We were going to release it like on October 30th or October 31st, like literally like right around when Mando came out, get the hype in. So we were literally going to finish this movie in less than a month.
Yep, we're thinking like 3 weeks of filming and then promote.
But obviously we got like more like into it, and the story, we got like really like carried away with the story, but like in a good way. Like we just kept coming up with all these great ideas. And
Yep.
The one thing that me and Jaren have learned throughout this whole process, and I've kind of known this, you know, from doing other stuff. I know Jaren's definitely got like a real like experience from this, like the time management, like how like it's like we could like think like, oh, we could film this in 3 weeks, but then 8 months later, it's like
never. It's always a lot more than you think. Filming 5 clips can take 5 hours. You never really know like what you're getting into. So yeah, that's why our 1 month film turned into a whole year of filming.
Well, also, you know, there was a point too where COVID was like getting bad, so we had to take like a 4-month break.
Yeah, we had to take a huge break because it respiked. So
yeah, like in like the December, January area. But we would have definitely. It actually worked out though, because we had scenes that we needed to film outside, and we were like coming into December. It would have been like snowing and stuff. So
yeah,
ended
we
up
had things going on too. So it was whatever. It was like if we had to take a break, that was probably the best time anyway. So it definitely worked out.
Yeah, I agree. You know, you got into working out, like you know, you can see like the whole like transformation.
Yeah. Guys, so when we started this film about a year ago, I was this scrawny kid. You probably see it in the trailer, and you'll see there's just points where like I just look a lot different.
Like, all of a sudden you're like this, and then you're like turn like massive.
It's funny because we can't hide that. It just happens. So you guys will definitely enjoy that. You'll see at the beginning I'm like a twig, and then at the end I'm just a little bit bigger than before. So,
and it's funny because like every time I got a haircut, I get like a haircut like once a month. I tell my hairdresser, I'm filming a movie. It has to be this exact way. And then like you know, you could kind of notice with mine if it's a little longer or shorter. But with Jaren, you know, like you got the long hair. It's like even if you go a little shorter or longer, you don't really notice.
You never notice. Yeah. I've had a lot of haircuts throughout this whole film. Only thing I would say, actually, never mind. No spoilers. But you could just see like there's like certain scenes where like it's short and long in the same scene. So like it's kind of funny. But yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, and going back to like how we came up with the idea for this film. Like me and Jaren love Star Wars. We are huge fans of Star Wars. We actually did a live stream on my Star Wars channel, Star Wars Kid. Yep. So like we're huge fans of it. But we've always wanted to make a Star Wars fan film, but the whole reason we didn't is because of locations. It's like, where are you gonna film? Like you have the woods.
It's impossible.
You have the woods, and then that's it. Like, do you remember like having these conversations about like green screening like the entire room, like
of course.
taping?
Yep, we would talk about like taking like cardboard and spray painting it, and then like literally making sets in our own like house. Like, we were thinking about making sets for these like Star Wars fan films, but it's really impossible. This was perfect because it gave us a chance to like work with the environment and stuff like that. So worked out definitely.
Yeah, definitely. That was why I think, you know, we've talked about a lot of different things and we were going to execute on them, but as soon as we said this one, this was right because for one, everyone loves Baby Yoda. Like, who doesn't love Baby Yoda?
Yeah, seriously. If you don't like him, get out.
Yeah,
out. Leave.
You're not welcome.
You're not welcome.
Which, speaking of, we may or may not have a special guest coming in soon. So just throwing that out there.
You might have to stick around for a little bit, unless you don't like Baby Yoda. Get out.
Then you're out. Then you're out. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So we everyone loves Baby Yoda. So we knew that like by doing this film, no one's ever done anything like this.
No,
right?
It's crazy because Baby Yoda is such a universal thing. Like, even if you're not a Star Wars fan, you still know of Baby Yoda. But nobody makes like a Baby Yoda fan film or a Mandalorian fan film. So here we are, and we're making it happen. Worked out.
Yeah. And what I think is so like great about this film and why I think people will enjoy it is while Baby Yoda is in it, and with Baby Yoda being in it, I'm not going to give stuff away, but like, you know, the fact that Baby Yoda's in it, there's like that whole Star Wars thing. Like, and you get like a bunch of Star Wars references, a bunch of Star Wars feels and emotions and things.
Definitely.
However, the fact that it takes place on Earth and me and Jaren are discovering this thing for the first time. So that alone makes it where if you've never watched Star Wars in your whole life, like I showed this film to my grandparents and they loved it, by the way. So I showed this film to my grandparents and they don't know anything about Star Wars. Who is a Darth Vader? Who's a lightsaber? Like, they don't know anything.
A lifesaver.
We used to call it a lifesaver.
Lifesaver, didn't matter. Same thing.
We got both wrong. It's lightsaber, but we called it lifesaver. Which it makes sense.
Like the candy, like lifesavers. Like I think that's why we said it. So.
And they would come like green, like Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. So it's like, oh, that's what it is. But and it makes sense though. Like they save lives.
Right. Like it wasn't, and we were young. Like whatever, it sounded the same. Like that's like that term, like play it by ear. Like, oh, have we been over this? Like I think it's play it by ear, but people say play it by year.
It's ear. But there's people that are like I know like until like a couple years ago, I used to think it was play it by ear. By year.
And I used to say that. I used to be like, yeah, just play it by ear. We'll play it by ear. But like that now, obviously now I don't play by ear. But lightsabers, what are we talking about? Anyways.
Let's go on.
That was a very long tangent. I have to apologize. I know nobody wanted to hear about that.
You're good. So
important stuff, bro.
This is important stuff. This is very necessary stuff. So like even if you don't watch Star Wars, you will enjoy this film. And if you do watch 100%. Star Wars, you'll enjoy this film even more because there's references.
Yep, and it's a whole different aspect. It's Star Wars and Earth come together to make this. So if you don't watch it, you're gonna love it. If you're a Star Wars fan, you're gonna love it. So
yeah.
That's it.
And without giving anything away, like there's like some times where like Star Wars things come like into fruition on planet Earth, and it's like what? Like, you know, like just seeing that, like, because we're so used to it being in the galaxy far, far away. But imagine like literally you have like this like a Star Wars thing going on right next to McDonald's. Like that's what it's like, you know?
Exactly. It's definitely what it's like.
Yeah. So the film is like, you know, we keep it realistic, but also with the Star Wars elements, you know. And this, in our minds, this takes place before Mando season 1, episode 1. So
yeah, this does.
Just
in that timeline, it is before Mandalorian even happened. So
yeah, in a Earth not so far away.
In an Earth that we're on.
In an Earth that we're on.
In an Earth that we're on.
All right, so guys, if you have any questions about the fan film, comment them below. I see one question here.
How long is the film?
Wait. Before you say anything. So yeah, Ariane asks how long is this film going to be? And Jaren, I think it's better that we don't answer this, because then like we don't want people to like see a number and then like we want the story to tell itself, right?
Definitely. I can understand that. Yeah.
You know, so we'll say it's a good time. It's a good time where you like, you know, sit down and enjoy it. But yeah, we won't give a time, so there's no like specific like, oh, it's only this, or like you know what I mean, like,
or wow, yeah, it's yeah. We don't have to really specify how long it is, but it's definitely, I think it's a good amount of time for sure. Like, I think everybody has the time to go and enjoy it. So that's all we got to say about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ibrahim asks, is this film releasing on July 30th? No setbacks. As for now,
yeah, that's what we have planned.
30th. So, yeah, just stay tuned for July 30th.
All of that. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Oh, what were you saying?
No, keep going.
As for time, we don't have a specific time yet, but just July 30th, and it'll be on YouTube, so you can watch it forever and ever. So, yeah, July 30th. Very exciting. So keep your Friday open for Baby Yoda.
Keep it open.
All right, this one, is this the question you were looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Josh Miller, Jaren and Drew, what was the hardest scene to film for this film? You wanna?
It's a no-brainer. We both know the answer to this one.
We both know it. You wanna take this one without giving anything away?
Yeah. So yeah, we don't have to really get into what the scene was, but we had this scene where we're filming in the woods. You can see it in the trailer, and we filmed this like, I'm not sure the time frame, but it was winter and it was cold as hell, and we were filming. Took 7 days to film.
Wait, really quickly. Sorry. Just to clarify,
No,
it was the nighttime stuff. So
yeah, it was at night. Yeah, it was at night, and we would stay from like 6 in the afternoon to as late as like 2 in the morning. Sometimes we would stay for a course of who knows how many hours. We did this for 7 days, freezing cold. Like, we were all literally crying. It was so freezing. Cops pulled up on us, thought we were homeless. Like, we've been through it all with the woods. Definitely the hardest scene to film.
The cops literally came like we were like okay, so it was kind of like a woods area where there's like a trail, and we went off the trail, so it was more like open woods, like foresty, and it's like nighttime. We have like these like big lights, which since it was night and pitch black, we had to like get a portable charger, a portable outlet, and then we had 2 giant lights. Had to move those everywhere. It was
we literally carry them around to our own studio out there.
We had like everything, and like someone like called the cops, and like they're like, someone complained that, or someone said like they thought someone was lying down, and I'm like we're so,
I don't know what they thought, like we were literally homeless and like setting up camp like in this random trail. It came up to us and they're like, yeah, somebody called. They said you guys need help and you need a home. And we were like we were dressed up in costumes looking like idiots. We had Baby Yoda here. We were just like, no guys, like we're just filming a film. So funny.
We were about to ask them if they wanted to be in it. Oh
man.
It was like, it was so crazy. And then my mom lost her wallet during it, and then the cops actually found it. It's just like a bunch of like crazy stuff, and like, yeah, like we were like screaming. We were like, it looked like we were doing shady stuff. Like
there's a lot of props involved, right? Like we had like fake guns. We had knives. We really had the whole shebang there. It was just unfortunate because the one person that called the cops came and we were just like, he really didn't know what to do. That was definitely the hardest scene to film for sure.
Yeah. And it took 7 days. That was the
7 days.
longest and hardest scene. And it was like, it would have been better if it was like during the summer. At least we could have like chilled out. But like, you know, if you were on camera and if you weren't on camera, you could put on a jacket or whatever. But if you were on camera, like Jaren was like, you know, like
I was in like every clip basically. I was in, and so like we already had our outfit set up, and so I was literally just in a long sleeve shirt and pants. That was literally it. We had to like take like leotards and put them on like under my clothes to at least give me like a little bit of like warmth, but like it was impossible. Drew, you know, he was filming, getting all these angles. He had like 3 jackets on or whatever, all bundled up. I'm sitting there like freezing. That was literally impossible. That was so hard.
Oh my God. But you know, it got us more into character. Like it was like you're in the woods and it's a intense scene. So like the fact that it was cold out, it's kind of like made us more like into it, you know, like we weren't comfortable.
It helped out. Yeah, no, we were not comfortable, which is perfect because we needed that for the scene anyway. So pros and cons, definitely.
Pros and cons, definitely.
Pros and cons, definitely.
I'm trying to see. Ibrahim, are we going to see other aspects of Star Wars? Don't get me wrong, I love Star Wars and Baby Yoda's story. Do you understand this one?
Maybe like I think he's talking about like other Star Wars references, maybe other than the Mandalorian, whatever you want to say, timeline. And I would say like to answer this question, this film is about Baby Yoda, and you won't see like anything too much outside of the Baby Yoda timeline, but there are definitely some other Star Wars aspects to this film, and I'm definitely excited for you to see this. I think you will definitely enjoy the film. There are many Star Wars aspects. I'm sorry, it's hard to answer this question without giving anything away. And like as I'm reading it, just things keep popping up into my head. So yeah. I mean, to answer the question, there are actually definitely other Star Wars aspects other than Baby Yoda. So
yeah,
that's basically it.
I'm gonna second that, and we'll do a discussion after the film comes out where we just full on spoilers, full out tell you everything about everything.
Yeah, you guys just flood in.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. Hi asks, is Jaren a Cobra Kai fan too? He is not. Why won't you watch it, man?
I have nothing against Cobra Kai. I've never sat down and watched it. I feel like it's already such like a long show. There's already so much. Like if I really get into it, I'm gonna have to sit down for like 3 years and like just start banging them out one by one. So maybe sometime in the future I'll get into it, but as of right now, I am a Star Wars fan, not a Cobra Kai fan.
Jared's a busy man. He's plays basketball
with all my ladies. With all my ladies. So.
I'm sure if a lady watches Cobra Kai and tells you about it, you'll be first on.
Oh, then we're watching it together. That's a different story.
And then you'll thank me for
exactly.
Yeah, then you'll be like, Drew, why you like? I should have listened to you. You know.
I mean, hey, if it gets me a fine honey and I'm watching Cobra Kai, I'm not complaining. So.
Oh God.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
All right. Let's talk about the spaceship, because as you guys all know, in in some of the thumbnails and the titles, we have like in the Baby Yoda, the O's, that spaceship, and you see from the trailer, you see that ship.
Right.
So Jaren, that was like the first thing we did, like before we started filming.
Ever
made that was the very first like hands-on thing we filmed. We made that ship. It feels like so long ago. Do you remember that? Like, do you want to talk about that?
The whole project about the ship?
Yeah, just like making it and like maybe the inspiration for it too.
Definitely. So obviously, if you watch Mandalorian, you know that Baby Yoda travels around with Mando in his like little space crib, I guess you could call it. Yeah. the thing that Drew is holding up right now. If you watch the show, he just travels around in that. So we had to figure out a way to make Baby Yoda a spaceship. He's crashing on a planet Earth, and so we wanted to make a spaceship relatively similar to what it's like in Mando. And so what we actually did for this is we wanted to keep that orb shape, that ball shape, and we're thinking like a bowl, like we couldn't think of anything, and we actually went onto a pet store called Chewy.com and picked out this humongous hamster ball. And basically we just went to town on this hamster ball. We spray painted it silver. We went to like hardware stores and picked up like random wires and lights or whatever. And so we built this spaceship, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, definitely one of the hardest parts was like figuring out, because we knew what we wanted, but we didn't know like what we were searching up, because we're not like mechanics. We couldn't just build a dome. Like we had to like get something to do. And we were searching up just like giant like plastic ball.
We're like ball shaped trash can. Like was like something that we were looking up.
We searched
literally.
It was like
ball trash cans. We were like ball big ball
on Amazon. Like
how are you gonna find a ball that like opens that's big enough for this thing? We found this like 18-inch hamster ball. So
yeah, it had to open. So that was the I had like I had like pretzels that were like this big in a plastic jar. I was like, oh, let's do that. That's the backup. But what we got was brilliant and
amazing.
And Jaren's very crafty, so definitely helped a lot with coming up with the ship. We worked together and we got silver spray paint. So you go from this just plastic clear hamster ball. We spray painted the whole thing and like double spray painted it, triple spray painted it. Yeah. And then we had to decorate the exterior, which, it's tough. It's like, what are we going for? And then we had the idea of like, let's make it like old and ruggedy. So we went to the hardware store and got like random wires, random
metal things.
Metals,
yeah.
And we came up with a really sick design. It actually looks really good. And then we got another tough part was the lights. Lights that definitely. We surrounded. And the hamster ball, it was like the most perfect thing because it had like these like little like holes just for the lights. We did not
the sections. It had the sections on it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it just adds so much to it. It makes it feel like it's like alive, like it's a real working ship. And it was so funny. I just remember like, I got those lights and it's like, okay, because we needed like little lights, but it's like, how do you light up a little light? So I was like doing like a whole like science experiment. Like I got like copper, I got batteries, I got lights, and I'm like, if we attach the copper to the tape and the battery, and it literally turned out all you had to do was put the light onto the battery, and that was
the battery.
And I got like copper, I got metals. I was like, okay, let's plug this in here. Let's like.
But you figured it out.
Figured it out, and it looks like so good.
It does. It really does. Like. There's no other way of explaining it. Like we literally turned a hamster ball into Baby Yoda spaceship. This is a one-of-a-kind design. We did this ourselves. It's amazing. Love it.
Yeah. And we wanted it, as Jaren said, we wanted it to have that same feeling as that carriage that Baby Yoda had, but that wasn't like, this is like a spaceship. This actually is flying in space.
So, it's more of like an escape pod type.
Yes, an escape pod. Yeah. So we're very proud of how that came out. And then, we brought it into the woods and we had to like dirty it up. It was just like, it looks really good. And if you saw the trailer, you'll see. And then in the film, it's definitely utilized really well. Like you'll see like how good it looks with the atmosphere and all that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I think it's time that we bring on our special guest. What do you say?
I'm good for that. We could bring him on. Everybody's been here long enough, so
I think so.
Let's bring him on.
Let's bring him on. So everyone, I want you to meet our
co-actor.
Our co-actor, the star of the film, really.
Yep, star of the film.
You see him here. You see him here on this background.
Yep. And
we got him in person today. It was very hard to reach him. It was very hard to get in contact with him.
He's a very busy man, guys. So I hope you appreciate all he's done for the film. Great guy.
Great guy. What was it like working with him? Like getting to know him on set? Wasn't he like really?
I mean, well, at first he was kind of quiet. I'm not gonna lie. Like he really didn't say too much at first, but as long as you start to get to know him, you know, you start to love him. You know, he's like a brother. I would say he's a brother.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was a little intimidated at first. You know,
Scary.
Right? Like, I mean, he already
Definitely.
like with him being in the Mandalorian, like everyone loves him. Like, very well known actor. So
very well known.
It was a little intimidating, but you know, me and Jaren, we talked and we're like, you know, we have to go in as professionals, and we put on a. I think he's happy with the movie, right? Do you think so?
Oh, I would sure hope so. You know, he's the star of it, and yeah, he's got to love it.
Yeah. So without further ado, I present to you the star of the film,
the main man,
Baby Yoda.
This is the one. The one. We do not have multiple Baby Yodas. Okay.
No. And let me just tell you something. This guy's been through a hell of a lot. He's been through a lot.
He's been through thick and thin. He's been through the whole shebang, literally.
Yeah. Like, just should I just put him here? Like, I'll just hold him.
You can just hold him for now. Like me and Drew, like when we first picked him up, like we decided like this was gonna be our only Baby Yoda. So there was times where he'd get dirty and stuff, and we'd be like, we gotta fix him. We can't get a new one. Like we emotionally got attached to this Baby Yoda.
Yeah, we talked about it. Like if like his arm broke off, if his like ear just snapped, we would fix it.
Doesn't matter. We're fixing. We're just gluing them on. We're gluing
and
it right back.
He's still in one piece.
He's in tip-top shape. He's doing amazing.
Yeah. Now, something to note: this Baby Yoda isn't like a moving doll. Like it's not like a. It doesn't have like battery. Well, it actually does have batteries. So if you squeeze it, it makes sounds, which. We've heard like so many.
I remember every single sound that comes out of that thing. There's like one, like play it again. It's like a cat like squeal. Yep, there it is. There it is.
That's a popular one.
That's a good one.
So it's like all these sound effects, and it makes him come to life. However, this is him. He doesn't like his ears don't move. His hands don't move. Like we don't have like a remote. We don't have a button. Nope. It's not like you press a button and then, he moves. So the big thing was, how are we going to make him come to life? And
exactly.
Originally, like we've progressed very much with this film. Like, because like we started this film thinking it was going to be a 10-minute film. So we literally had shots of Baby Yoda in the beginning where he was just like that.
Limp,
doing nothing. And you know, that, by the way, that's not the case for the final version. We went back and fixed those. It was relatively early on that it's not like we filmed the whole movie like we figured it out early on, but we did like a couple shots of him just stationary, and then we're like,
and we went back and we're like, no, because we learned how to make him come to life, and it looks amazing.
Yes. Because we didn't know what we were gonna do. So as it's like the whole film was like a learning experience. Like as we went along, we learned more and more. And this is actually Jaren's department. Jaren is the in the credits. I there's not really a label for it, but I put head director of Kevin Puppeteering, which sounds professional.
As we call it, animatronic.
we so like animate, right? Animate, that is that the word?
I don't know what the word is. I feel like an animatron, that's just a regular word in my like vocabulary now.
Wait, I gotta search it up. Wait, animatron is this like? No, it's like, wait, what is an animatron? Oh wait,
it's like a robotic moving thing. So we call the action of that animatronic.
Yeah. So we're like, who's animatroning? Are you animatroning? It's like,
yeah.
So it was a challenge because you know, we had Jaren, if Jaren wasn't in the clip, he was animatroning. If Jaren was in the clip, I had an animatron, or Jaren's brother Colby had an animatron, or my mom had an animatron. And it was very tough because there were times where the three of us would be in clips and Baby Yoda had to move, and then someone would have to film. It was just very confusing. There were times where like my hands were in the shot and Baby Yoda was in the shot too. So, oh no, Jaren's hands were in the shot, and Baby Yoda was in the shot, but you didn't see Jaren's face. So Colby put on Jaren's shirt.
Put on my shirt, and so it's actually my little brother. He's young. He's younger than me. We put him in my shirt so I could animatron and we could use his hands as my hands.
Because Jaren was the best animatroner, so we needed him to do that. So, Jaren, do you want to? I know you don't have him here to like demonstrate, but I mean, I could kind of like, you want to talk it through, and I'll kind of like do the
basically
motions?
So yeah, what we figured out with him is that you have to really position your hands in him like a puppet, and this isn't a puppet. The way Drew has his hand right now is literally just behind his shirt. And so all you do is you slip your hand in and you put your fingers in the sleeves of his hand so you could like move it around. And I figured out like if you use your thumb, you could like pinch his neck and make his head move. And so basically he literally became a puppet, but it's really not a puppet. It's just a doll. But we actually ended up puppeteering Baby Yoda. So that's definitely how we animatron that.
Yeah, very, very tough process. Very like there a lot went into the moving of Kevin, and we definitely wanted to really like focus on that. So like, you know, we even had like the head turns, like, you know, moving the ears. Yep. So like stuff like that. So yeah, a lot, you know, went into that. There were shots where like we like just shots where like you wouldn't know how he's moving, but we make him move.
We make him move. We made it happen, and we enjoy the fact that there's shots where you see him move, and we want that aspect where you're wondering how'd you get him to move. You know, like that to me is amazing when you're seeing something not alive and you're like, wow, like it looks alive. I just think that adds a whole nother element to the film.
Yeah. And I think through his actions, he really becomes like, he's like a real character in this film, like just really as much as me and you.
Yep. Completely. I definitely have to agree with that. You know, it was definitely a challenge because we had to incorporate him in the film and we wanted him to be like the star. You know, this is a Baby Yoda fan film. This isn't Drew and Jaren and Baby Yoda. This is Baby Yoda. So we had to figure out how to make him feel alive. And I think we really executed in that department. And I think he's amazing. He's amazing throughout the film. I think everybody will enjoy watching him.
Yeah. And he has like a personality that just really stands out there. So like you'll definitely see that through all of it. So
definitely.
Ibrahim says, how long did post-production take? Thank you. I appreciate that. You've watched Cobra Kai Kid. Thank you. Post-production, we finished filming in May. So, and June, July. So like I would say about 2 months, but also like I was like editing it back like as we were going along. So obviously like we needed to finish to do like the big stuff, but it was kind of like when we weren't filming, we were still working on it on in the post-production side. So but
definitely.
But we finished filming like 2 months ago. So Takahiko, thanks for coming in. Sorry,
thanks for popping in.
You guys should make a podcast together. Definitely gonna listen to it. Hey, I mean, that'd be cool.
Be open to it. You know, we do the live streams. You could turn it into an MP4 and just, you know, you never know.
Welcome back to the Drew and Jaren podcast. Today we're here talking. You know, like in the
ASMRs, like
yeah,
it's like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so funny.
Just talking like that the whole time.
We're gonna take you through a whole body transformation.
All right.
Ready for
Yeah, we're definitely gonna do a stream after we debut the film, so we can talk about spoilers and all that
Talk
stuff.
about everything. Yep.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's what was probably the biggest thing that you learned or took away from making this movie?
Man, you always hit me with these like stumpers. I'm always just like,
It was good.
It was fun. No.
It was a fun experience. The cast was great.
No, I'm actually, the whole experience was definitely a great experience. I have to say, like, the things that you learn when producing something like this is huge. And if I had to probably say like something that I took away is that everything takes time. And even when when you're thinking and you're saying like you have to do this in a certain amount of time, like I just think there's always room to improve, and you could always go back and improve something more. That's what I would say, because we went about this film, and every time we worked on it, there was always something new we wanted to add, or there was always like a new scene we wanted to add, or we're always talking about a part two. I just think if I had to take away something from the film, it'd be that everything takes time, and there's always room to improve. So that's what I would say. What about you?
Well, I definitely agree with you, because one thing that we did with this film, which like I think is really important, is we never took the easy way out. There would be like,
there's no easy way out.
Yeah, no, but like there were a bunch of times where we filmed something and we're like, it's okay, let's just leave it. But we never settled for less than what we knew we could do. We would reshoot things if we knew we can make it 1,000 times better. We have like scenes that we filmed that aren't even in it, because we knew, like, for the story, like we worked so hard on it, we wanted to put everything we had into it, and we weren't gonna like just
settle for anything.
We weren't gonna be lazy about it. We were gonna do whatever it took to make it the best as possible, no matter like what it took. Like there were clips that were 5 seconds long, but we spent like 5 hours on it because we knew it was the most important clip of the movie. It was like such a like if we got it right, it would be such a good clip. And the thing with this film is we filmed it on one phone, on one camera. So it's not like you had a bunch of cameras running at once.
Yeah.
So as long as we got the clip to perfection, we made sure we got each clip to perfection. Then when it starts getting put together, we know it's going to look good because of how much time we put into it.
Yeah, exactly. We weren't going to settle for anything less than what we knew we could do. So,
yeah. And also, there were so many different aspects with this film. That's what I learned from this film, is like, it's not just about acting and editing. There's writing the scripts, planning, how you're going to do the scenes, like how to do it the most efficient and with the best result. Designing spaceships, that's like architecture, engineering,
set crew,
like me and you have no experience with that. That's not like what like I'm like into, but it was fun.
Literally. It was fun, bringing up the woods again. Like we had to take studio lights and like figure out how to get lighting in the middle of the woods. Like you can't plug a light into a tree. Like we had to figure out how to take like portable.
We tried that.
Outlets.
It didn't work.
Yeah, it didn't work, by the way. But we would take these like humongous, like literally like car jumper like batteries that were like portable like camping lights, and we would like plug them in. It was a whole mess, but yeah.
Yeah. Costuming too. We had definitely we put a lot of time into the costumes, into the props, into the sets, just everything. And then in post-production, special effects, editing, music, I was able to compose some of the music for the film, and it's just so cool because I love music and I love making music. So to be able to combine the two and like hear my own music in it is like so dope. And I'm like very honored to have like scored like somewhat like the most like epic scenes from the film. So I'm just excited for that. It's just a lot of like different aspects like that like came together, things like that you just wouldn't even think of. So
definitely. Yeah, I mean, like when you think about like putting a movie together, like everything we've named, you know, it was all on our backs. You know, we were the directors, we were the actors, we were the studio designers, the costume designers. We really did the whole thing. So great experience.
Yeah, and we're both, I think we're both very proud of it, and very excited for you guys to see it. What do you hope fans take away most from watching this film? Like, okay, like someone watches the film, what do you want like them to take away from it?
I mean, I just hope the film brings joy to everybody. You know, like it's, you know, whether you're a Star Wars fan or not, it's been crazy times recently with COVID and everything going on. You know, I just hope that this film brings a little joy, a little laughter to everybody that watches it. You know, like whether you're really keeping up with Star Wars and you're keeping up with the timeline, or you're just a big fan of Drew on Cobra Kai and you're watching because we're promoting it. I just hope everybody at least enjoys watching the film. That's what I would say. I hope everybody gets a little bit of joy, a little bit of laughter. That's it. What about you?
Yeah. Well, I think there's something in this film for everybody, which is like so great
Agreed.
about it. There's just so many different like aspects to it, so many different like genres and feelings, and like you can like one thing and you'll enjoy this film, you go like another thing, but like ultimately it's just a very like it's like a family uplifting
everybody could watch it.
Everybody could watch it. It has such a, you know, it's Baby Yoda. It has such a like a good vibe to it, and you know, there's like a lot of different elements to it. Like it'll make you laugh, it might make you cry, it might make you scared, but like it's just like all those things coming together makes it like one epic movie. And I'm just very excited for all those things to come together. And the film really just like goes from point A to point B to point C, and like the way it's done, it's like it transitions so well every scene into the next, and it's just so like, yeah.
it's very well put together, as you were saying. Like everything fluidly goes from one into another, and I'd have to agree. There's something in this film for everybody, and so I hope everybody enjoys it as much as we're gonna enjoy debuting it. So,
yeah, and also, you know, this is a film where we have Easter eggs, we have like things that like little references. So even if you watch it the first time, I don't think you'll pick up on everything. So I would say, you know, watch it a couple times, and I think you'll get something new from it every time, especially since there's so many genres in it. You might feel like one way one time and then another way another time. So yeah, like definitely see like what references you could get. And I'll just say this right here for all the Cobra Kai fans in this chat, I've included one Cobra Kai reference in this film. It's an audio reference, and that's all I'll say. So there's a little audio thing that is Cobra Kai, and it's not just like a high five or something, and it's like, oh, they high fived in Cobra Kai. I'm not like that. It's like an actual like specific Cobra Kai thing. If anybody notices it, you'll get a shout out. So I'm curious to see. I don't think people will. I'm gonna say right now people won't. But did I say people? Yeah, I don't think people
said people won't.
Yeah, I don't think people will, because it's very little. But we'll see. Just letting you guys know. Jaren, 3 words to describe this film. Go.
I would no, that's hard. I'm gonna start with fun, because the whole vibe of the film is just, it's a fun film. The whole synergy of it is just fun. So I'm gonna say fun. I'm gonna say exciting. You know, it's an exciting film, and I don't know. And I'll say emotional. I'll say emotional. There's definitely scenes where, you know, when you're watching this film, you start with us, and Baby Yoda crashed on Earth, so he's a new character to you as just as much as he's new to us. And so we're gonna experience with us in the film, and you guys as the audience, we all experience the same relationship with Baby Yoda, where we all meet him at the same time, and we're gonna go through the whole movie together with Baby Yoda. So I would say you definitely will grow an emotional attachment to him, just like we did in the film.
Yeah, and in real life.
And yeah, in real life. Gotta love that boy.
The baby.
Gotta love him. Rest in peace. Listen, guys, none of you know him like I know him, all right? This is Big Baby Yoda, okay? And he makes a cameo in the film, and he's been my brother for a very long time. And it's very sad because he used to be a balloon, and he used to be round, and he used to be huge. But now he has deflated, unfortunately, and it's very sad. Rest in peace, my boy.
Oh my god. Yeah, we have a scene where that balloon is involved, and we actually went to Party City and like got it. We found it last minute. It like ended up working out. Like,
and we knew like right away we had to include this thing. It's like a humongous Baby Yoda balloon, or like we gotta throw it in there somehow. Like.
There's literally Baby Yoda merch everywhere you go. I was in Target the other day and I saw Baby Yoda underwear, and I was like,
they have everything.
I was 2 seconds away from buying it.
Can't blame you. I really can't blame you.
It would have been good. It would have kept us warm during the woods. The filming
I could
in the
have used
woods.
some. I definitely could have used some.
Some nice grogu underwear.
Oh, bro, my max at 4.
Oh shoot. Okay, we'll wrap up. All right. Hopefully it doesn't die. How much long do you think?
I'd probably say like 5 minutes.
All right. Hopefully you don't cut out.
If I do, you got it.
No. All right. So quickly, three words that I would describe this film. Number 1, I would say uplifting. Number 2, I would say funny. I have an idea. Number 2, funny.
Season 3. Nobody gets the reference, and nobody has to. We'll keep it at that.
Dish soap. We'll talk about that for the spoilers.
We'll talk about the dish soap.
Number 2. Okay, so uplifting, funny, and number 3. Did you say exciting?
I did say exciting.
I'll just say exciting too. It's just actually, you know what? I'll say dramatic. I'll put dramatic in there because it is dramatic. It's a dramatic film. Star Wars, as George Lucas created it, he described it as a space soap opera. So I think we kept up with the things, kept with that, like this film is very dramatic. There's a lot of scenes that you just get really into, and you care about what's going on, and the drama just when you think it's over here, it goes like there. So
exactly, definitely,
it always just gets better and better. So we're excited. Does anybody, before we wrap off, before Jaren's laptop dies, no. Wait, do you want to can you do you have a charger or like your phone?
It's up. Like I'll have to run. It's like upstairs.
You want to quickly run up?
It might die.
All right. Well, if it dies, But we're wrapping up. But just in case,
you want me to run up?
I think so. Right.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, I'll take over for the meantime. So.
Wait, let me unplug these so you don't hear me running.
All right. Hopefully this thing doesn't die. I'll put myself in the main thing with Baby Yoda in the meantime. Okay, let's answer some questions. How long did post-production take? Post-production took about 2 months. However, there was editing during the making of the film. So, yeah. Let's see. Any other questions about the fan film? Takahiko says, good luck for your debut film. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're very excited to release it. Aryan, I want to wish you all the best of luck, lads, and hope this film really blows up because you guys have worked really hard. Because you guys worked super hard for this one. Thank you. Yeah, we're excited for you guys to see it. And then I'm sure you guys will make many more awesome projects. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. There we go. He's back.
At the buzzer, 1%.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Just so we can just answer questions without getting cut off, you know.
At the buzzer.
Nice. Clutch.
Actually, I'm going to open up this window, too.
We're actually, Jaren's actually in a room where we filmed a scene. Just saying.
I am.
Yeah, we filmed an important scene there.
An important scene without saying anything.
Yep. So, definitely, yeah. Ibrahim, did you enjoy making this fan film?
I'll answer this question. So, I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, this is question and answers. So, you guys deserve my honest feedback. This film was a roller coaster. Okay, like I'm sure for both of us, like it was like there's points where it was definitely draining. You know, to film something for a year straight, really, like it's definitely not easy. The experience I got from it is amazing, and this is something that we love to do. So I definitely enjoyed making the film. It was a blast. We got to do so many different things together, like go to so many different places, all with Baby Yoda. But you know, like this definitely isn't something to be like taken for granted. It's not the easiest thing to do. So I think that yes, I definitely enjoyed making the film, but a lot goes into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely like the part I enjoyed most about it, or I mean I enjoyed a lot about it, but one of the parts I enjoyed most was just like going to all the different locations that we went to, because it's not like we just filmed it all in like a house or something. Like we like went out to like really like crazy locations. We drove like good distances, and we got to like, you know, like enjoy ourselves when we were there. Like even though we were filming, like we were still like having a good time
definitely
doing what we were doing. Like I love like in films and like shows when they like go to all these different places and locations. So I found it cool how we were able to like do so much, go to all these different spots and really tie everything together. And it's like you have like scenes where we go like to places and it might not be like for that long in the film, but like in reality we were there for like 5 hours or something.
Yeah,
but
sure.
it was very fun though. Definitely learned a lot. And you know, something that's like cool with this film is like when we got into character, we got to do so much. So like me and Jaren really tried to like channel our character, like so we're not like acting. We didn't want to, because then when you think about it, it's not fun. Like we were like getting, and sometimes we had to remind ourselves of that. Like when we're doing a scene and we're having trouble, we're like get into it. Like you're actually this character, you're actually experiencing this. And then when you do that, it's fun. Like if you're doing a scene where you're like supposed to be upset or supposed to be happy or supposed to be angry, you can like really like channel that. And it's just cool to like kind of express that creativity through acting. It's like we're not professional actors, but I think like right, would you say like the act, like what was it like acting, you know, getting into the character for you?
You know, it was a cool experience. You know, like every day we go to film and we'd be acting, we'd have to channel that same character. So it was definitely cool, like going to all these different places, but having to keep our characters consistent throughout the whole film. It was a dope experience, and I definitely enjoyed the acting aspect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Colby.
So
what's up, Colby? Colby, what's up, Colby? Bounty hunter, baby. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much we'll have more to talk about once the film comes out. and we will definitely do a spoiler discussion. Thank you all for joining us. Baby Yoda. Like, yeah, we really appreciate you guys for coming, for staying with us. We're just super excited for you to see this film. Baby Yoda, Star Wars Baby Yoda releases this Friday, July 30th. Time to be determined. So
unknown.
Time unknown.
Whenever it uploads.
We'll schedule it for a release time. So there'll be a time. I don't know when that announcement will come, but make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok, Twitter. The Instagram is probably the most important place. And also turn on notifications for the channel, subscribe to us, leave a like, support us. And like, if you are excited for the film, if when you watch it, if you enjoy it, share the word. Let's get it out there. If you know someone who is a fan of Baby Yoda, like, spread the word.
Anybody, if you just know somebody that would enjoy the film, we just want to spread the word, spread the love, spread the laughter. That's really it. So if you just want to support, just get it out there.
Yeah, for sure. So thank you all for joining. Jaron and I are so appreciative of all your guys' support. Jaron, any last things before we wrap up that you want to tell the audience, like why they should watch Baby Yoda, or any last final thoughts?
Final thoughts on the film. It's amazing. We take so much pride into this. It was such a great journey. I'm gonna say journey because this was literally a journey. We worked on this for a year. I'm so happy to say that it's over and that we get to put it out there. And I'm just hoping all of you enjoy it and love it just as much as we enjoyed making it, and we love it. So that's basically it. Appreciate all of you guys for popping out to the live.
Yeah, the film is over, but it's also just begun. There's a whole, like, now we put it out there, and now it's for you guys. So
our Baby Yoda fan film community,
the Baby Yoda community. So thank you all for what? Oh, sorry. We have someone's like cutting me off. Wait. Okay. Sorry. Can't end yet. Someone wants to say something. So just
any last words? There you go. Agreed.
I don't know what he said.
Agreed.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Facts.
All right. Thank you all for joining us, and may the force be with you.
Appreciate all of you.
Oh, I was looking for like always.
May the force be with you all.
Always.
Always.
Something like that. All right. Bye, guys.